Recently, a person on the channel asked me if dogs can eat the corpse of a dead person. And I have to say honestly that I had never asked myself this question. Do I live in a small town where this is not usual? Where we all know each other directly or indirectly? And this is not common. But if you think about it, you also realize that in big cities it can be common or frequent that people of advanced age who have lost their family circle or who, for some reason, do not get along very well with the family, live alone with their dog or cat. And of course, at some point, we all ask ourselves, and the day I am not there, what will the dog do? What will happen? Will it eat my corpse or not? Honestly, as I had never asked myself this question, I had not worried about studying anything on this topic. But since it could be of interest to a group of people, I have been looking and basically I have found a very interesting study, by the way, we will put it here in the description, made on 65 cases of animals, of dogs, that have ingested parts of their owners' corpses over 20 years. This is not that it happened one day yes and another not. It has simply been done a study looking at the behaviors, what kind of animals could cause this kind of behavior, because as it is logical, this is not something that can be caused. These studies logically always have to be done later. Okay, well, I won't linger any longer, and here in the video, I tell you the results of this type of study. Look, the study that I am going to relate to you has been published in National Geographic. We will put the review down here in the description, and as I say, it relates to 65 cases where the owner has died in his home and the dog has eaten part of the corpse of the person. What is observed? What has called the attention, especially of the doctors who did the autopsies? Well, it draws attention that basically in 73% of the cases, dogs seem to have a predilection for biting or taking pieces of the nose and directly from the face, and later, hands and arms. There are parts of the body for which they do not usually have any type of injury, legs, abdomen, and so on. The cause of this behavior? Well, basically hunger. In fact, the vast majority of these studies are at 48 hours that the corpse has been in the deceased's house. In some cases, it is also true that it has been observed at a few hours. Even a case is mentioned of a person who commits suicide and a few hours later, the dog was eating him. Well, these are things, we will also put it here because the truth is that they are studies. I am surprised that there are people who study these things, but I sometimes use the comments to find out about things that I did not know, such as this one that I am telling you about. Then one would say, hey, do dogs do this for an ancestral memory? Because it is something that is also asked in the study, and apparently not. That is, wild dogs, dingoes, wolves, and so on, always start by eating the corpse of the person in the same way they do with the corpses of the animals they hunt. Basically, by the abdominal area, eating the viscera, which is, let's say, the easiest area, where there is more meat and where it is easier to catch. On the other hand, as I say, in the domestic dog, no. Does it have any meaning with the breeds? Well, logically, the dogs that have been studied, that have provoked, that have had this behavior, are medium and large breeds dogs. It stands out, of course, that the breed that has seen this behavior the most is the German Shepherd. On the other hand, studying cases of dogs that have been with the corpse of their deceased owner for days, it has been seen that the Golden Retriever, for example, is a dog that has never ever been seen to have had this behavior. It seems in this sense that it is a little more respectful, and it also draws a lot of attention that these dogs that have this behavior of ingesting parts of the corpse of their owner are dogs that have had a deficient sociability. They are insecure dogs, dogs that have anxiety, dogs that have hyperattachment, and when these dogs feel lonely, that they lack the source of food and so on, they get very nervous and don't know anything, nothing, or anyone. And in this, well, whatever happens, happens. Does it also happen with cats? Yes, it also happens with cats. There is no differentiation in this. There is a case, which we will also put here in the description, of a lady, I think she is from Romania, who had cats at home. The woman died alone. She lived in a rural area. No one noticed. No one missed the woman. And when they found her, basically because of the smell, the cats had already ingested a good part of the corpse of the owner. So this is what it is. With this, I don't know, you can't draw any scientific conclusion from my point of view. It's just that animals don't have this behavior. When the person is alive, logically, it's just that in some cases, especially in animals whose education has not been as accurate as possible, well, this behavior could occur, which is still there, although there have been many cases that have been studied in this study, but specific things. Okay, well, nothing else. Thank you very much and see you in the next videos. Take care. Bye.